All right, Shalom, Shalom, the nation of Israel. Before we begin, I'd like to give our prayer and hello to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai is his beloved Son, and the Rakah Kodash is the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, teach well, helping us to grow in this truth. We say Shalom, peace, honor, and blessings as well to the hopeful elect, the 144,000 that's pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth. Shalom, peace, honor, and blessings to that great multitude that's listening and believing in the name of Yahweh and his son, Yahweh Shai. And with that, Lord willing, we can get into another quick lesson through the Spirit. And we're going to get right into it. And we're going to start out in Romans chapter 6 and verse 16. It says, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness. And we understand through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, righteousness today. He has brought us back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, the words of our Lord Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, and so we see, so we can differentiate between righteous and unrighteous today, only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know, before we heard this truth, you know, we were troubled on every side, man, miserable, man, you know, but now we've been woken up, we've been given life through these precepts. We get understanding today. Okay, we're not caught up to Esau's rhetoric. All right, the scriptures say that we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. You know, we understand the media. We understand Job 9:24 that the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who is he? And we know that he's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man who has spread his wickedness throughout the four corners of this earth, like that Green Bay tree. Okay? All right. We understand that 2/3 of the nation of Israel, okay, have been blinded. Okay? And actually, let's grab that. Because understanding that, you know, we can better understand the state of the world, okay? The state of that this devil has, because the scriptures say in 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, if our gospel be hidden, it is hidden to those that are lost. And he said, and the scriptures also tell us that he have given them the delusion to believe a lie. Okay, so we understand that Esau's wickedness as well, pushing all these different, you know, pedophilia, man. I was looking at on Natural News the other day, and man, you know, I guess it's one of the head actors that was in, I forget his name. He was in Lethal Weapon and Braveheart. Was coming in on these devils, man, telling about their pedophile ring, you know, in Hollywood, man. Okay, you know, and they had a picture of that Baphomet with two Edomites, a white statue of that Baphomet with two Edomites underneath it, you know, praising them, man. You know, with that and Lord willing, I'll pull that picture up, man. And actually, let me go to it, and then maybe I might put that at the front of this head. But it says, top Hollywood stars say Hollywood executives are a den of parasites, man, who feast on the blood of kids, man. You see, it goes on to say, and this was February. This was on Friday, December 2nd. That was just a couple days ago, man. I read this. Is the blood of terrorizing children a form of currency? You see, so these devils are drinking this blood, man. And this is nothing new here at Great Millstone, man. When I first came into the truth, you know, and that was only a few years ago, man. And I, you know, and was it 3 years? and the apostles and the elders and the men on down were going into these type of things, man. So that's why we understand that, through the scriptures we get understanding, right? We understand that we're watchmen, okay? We understand that you know not only that we're supposed to Sirach, the 39th chapter, and verse 1, it says, be occupied in the meditation thereof, of the spirit, being the spirit of prophecy, man, just roughly paraphrasing. Okay? And when you're in the spirit of prophecy, which is this word, you're showing, you say, study to show thyself approved. All right? And you're also occupied in the news, man, so you can warn the people, okay, of what's going on. And that's what here at Great Millstone, that's what they do, man. They warn the people. Man, I've been hearing about this, and now I'm reading it. So now I say, man, this, the word is faithful and true. Let's continue. It says, a form of currency in Hollywood, according to this Gibson, who starred in Braveheart and Lethal Weapon. Hollywood is just an institutionalized pedophilia, where the elites break every God-given taboo known to man, including sanctity of children. Apparently it's an open secret in Hollywood that the ultra rich yet still power hunger elites have religious ceremonies as they terrorize children to the edge of death, then drink their blood. So that's it's called, it says, adrenochrome, loaded with blood. Adrenochrome is a chemical compound produced by oxidation of adrenaline and stress hormones, which can be derived from torturing children to the point where they believe they are about to die, man. So they're torturing these kids, and they must have some setup where they can, suck their blood while they're being terrorized, man. And so the adrenaline produces something in the blood, and these devils are getting high on it, man. You see? So this is the state of the world, man. Another one says, the headline says, when will the den of Hollywood parasites be investigated, man? So this is the world that we're living in today, man. Okay, look at the entertainment industry. Our people are destroyed, man, for lack of knowledge, man. Okay, so understanding that let's go back to Romans, man. We see what righteousness is today, and we see that if you're not calling on the names of Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai, if you're not speaking according to this word, okay, if you're not with me, you're against me, as the scriptures have said. Okay, so we understand righteousness today, man. All right, verse 17, it says, but the Most High be thanked that ye were a servant of sin. We once walked in sin, man. Okay, we once walked the ways of this world. Okay, with all type of evil doings, man. Calling on these different gods. We were mingled among these heathen and learned their ways. Okay, it says, but ye have obeyed from the heart, from your mind, from your heart, because that's what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, by renewing of the mind. Okay, all right. Jeremiah 9:17 or 17:9, he say that the mind is desperately wicked. Who can know it, right? So that's where you have to be continually renewed in the mind on the day-to-day basis, man. We faint not, man. Okay. It says, but the Most High be thanked that ye were a servant of sin, but ye have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered unto you. So the Spirit and power Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has delivered this message unto us via the prophets, man. Okay, God hasn't came down and spoke to anybody individually and said, "Yeah, you're going to be a prophet. You're going to do this or that." No, he set up men. Okay, he's in Jeremiah 3:15. He was going to send us teachers according to His will that shall feed us with understanding. Okay, so we don't live by bread alone, but every mouth that proceeded out of the word of the Most High. Okay, it says, but ye have obeyed from your heart that form of doctrine which was delivered unto you, being then made free from sin, ye become a servant to righteousness, man. So if you don't, we understand that sin is the transgression of the law. Okay, we're not saved on the law by keeping those commandments, but we're saved through faith in our Lord Yahweh Shai and doing His will to the best of our ability. We rehearse the righteous acts. Okay, now I want to grab this in Matthew the 6th chapter. Okay, it said this is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures on earth, man, and these earthly things, man. That's what this being mingled among these heathen, that's what they have taught us to do, man. You know, be focused on earthly things, focus on falsehood. You know, it says that we get our that in Psalms 119, I think it's like 50, it say, through thy precepts we get understanding and we hate every false way. Because this is what was taught here in America, man, a false way, man. They celebrate all these holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, birthdays. All those are all spirits of this devil, man, that put into the minds of the people, man. Okay, and it's a demon, man. Okay, when you don't conform to going to cookouts and shit, going to birthday parties, going out to Christmas dinners, Halloween, trick or treating and shit. Motherfuckers get out of character, man. Okay, it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So if our treasure is in this word, okay, doing it, obeying the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay, then we're laying up treasures in heaven, man, not on earth. Well, see, when you lay up treasures on earth, man, you're gonna always come up short, man. Okay. It says, know ye not to whom ye yield yourself servants to obey. Salakia. Verse 21. It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. So where's our heart? Wherever our treasure, whatever we're, if is our heart into our significant other today, or is it in our jobs or our kids, you see, or is it in pleasing somebody else? Okay, those are the things that will get you destroyed. All right, because we strive for the excellency. Let's grab that in I think it's Philippians. We counted all things as dung, man. Okay, let me grab that. Let me go to Philippians, the 3rd chapter. And I'm going to start at, let's start at verse 6. Concerning, Philippians 3 and 6, concerning zeal, prosecuting the church, touching the righteousness which is in the law, blameless. But what things were gained to me? See, the things that were used to be gained to us, and impressing others, man. Self-seeking behaviors, seeking things other than Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, more than Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because even when I first come into this truth, I had had to learn, that I had to have balance. But what's more important, man? Making somebody else happy or doing what I need to do for the Lord, man. Doing this work, man. Okay, because when you're that's how you get out of the spirit, man. When you're focusing on treasures that's not of this of heavenly treasures. Okay, when you're focusing on worldly things, man, you get out of the spirit, and then that's when the devil, man, he that's where he gets in, man. But when because this is what the scriptures say, walk ye in the spirit, you won't fulfill the lust of the flesh. You see? But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss. So we have to put down those things, right? Verse 8 says, ye doubtless and count all things but loss. See, so all those things are lost now, man. Like the scripture said in Matthew, it says, we have forsaken all, man. Lost for the excellence of the knowledge. You see that, of the knowledge, and that comes through our mind, man. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The stability of our times, okay? The knowledge of a Mashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things. You see that? All things. And do count them but dung. Wow. And that's the mindset you have to be in this. These are the beginning of sorrows, man. That's the mindset you have to be in this world, man. Look at the state of the world, man. We just went through a few of them. This place is through. Okay. I have suffered the loss of all things and do count them but dung, that I may win a Mashiach, man, and be found in him, and having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith. See, that's how we're saved, through faith and works, man. Doing this work, doing what's pleasing. I'm going to start over. And be found in him. So we're going to be found in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua as faithful, man, to this thing. Obeying righteousness. Okay, being servants to righteousness. All right, and being found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of a Mashiach, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection. So that same power is giving us strength to, not to lay up treasures in heaven, man. Where moth and rust don't corrupt, man. Because this world is. That's why the scriptures say, "Rise ye and depart." But this is not our rest. We have no continuous city here. Okay. That I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his suffering, being made comfortable unto death. So we strive for this truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Okay, and we're going to close on this. This is Colossians chapter 1 and verse 27. It says, to whom the Most High would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery. See, this is a mystery, man. And he has given us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Actually, let's start at 26. Colossians 1 and 26. Even the mysteries which have been hidden from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to the saints. You see, that was out of the men that are servants to righteousness, man. Okay? And Lord willing, we are that number, man. Okay? We're not saying I'm not saying that I'm that man. Hey, Lord willing, I'm that man. Lord willing that the Lord keep that spirit on me to do this work, okay, and to stay faithful. Because those that endure to the end shall be saved. Even the mysteries which have been hidden from ages, from generations, but now made manifest to his saints, to whom the Most High would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among Gentiles, which is a Mashiach in you, and hope of glory. See, it's in you, okay? That's the Rakah Quadash, okay, that was going to guide you through, bring you into more knowledge of his will, and to comfort us in these afflictions that we're going through, man, okay? In whom we preach. See, that's what we're preaching. We're not preaching of ourselves. We're preaching the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Turn from your wicked ways, okay? Come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what we're preaching. We're not preaching nothing of our own. To whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that we may present every man perfect in the spirit, and a Mashiach Yahushua. Wherefore, whereunto I also labor, striving according to his work, which worketh in me mightily, and Lord willing, that we're those men, okay? We don't lean to our own understanding anymore. In all our ways, we acknowledge the Most High. We're not wise in our own eyes today, okay? It's the strength of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Okay? Now, I know I said we was going to close. Let's grab this in Wisdom of Solomon real quick, and we're going to close here. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and verse 15. To think therefore upon her is perfection. See, when I spoke on being perfect in the spirit, this is one of my... all the precepts I like, but Wisdom of Solomon says, to think thereon upon her, that's being in the spirit, is the perfection. So if we stay in the spirit, man, we won't fulfill the lust of the flesh. And that's what we try to be, man, in every thought and wisdom, okay? To think thereupon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watches for her shall quickly be without care, right? So if you're have your focus on the spirit, man, you're all the things that's going on in the world, all the things that's being a burden in your life won't matter, man, because it matters, but it doesn't, because we know it's the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We understand that you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So we understand all these things as of the Lord, man. The Lord governs this place with the palm of his hands, okay? Verse 17, it says, for the very true beginning of her, which is wisdom, is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. So you got desire discipline, being disciplined in our thinking, taking every thought captive, knowing when to take the L, okay? And those things take time. It's discipline, and I haven't, but that's why I say strive for the excellency of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We count all things done, man. Hey, it's only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We do this for his sake, man, that we're able to come out here and do this work. With that, Lord willing, let's edify to the next one. Shalom.